All right, welcome to Age of Hypemar, my Age of Sigmar segment where I talk about just things about in the news of Warhammer community and Warhammer in general that are very exciting to me. First off, dragons. They exist. I really liked the story that they led into this. I don't know. I love the Seraphon, and I love the way that they introduced the dragon faction, the dragon idea into it of like the Slan, the Seraphon have had these eggs and been incubating these eggs and been taking care of these eggs ever since like they were destroyed millennia ago, rebuilding this civilization, rebuilding this people. And yet rather than being like, "Oh yeah, these are ours, these are, you know, these belong to us or even these are going to be our allies," they're like, "Hey, Sigmar, the great plan, like all of us, we realize that you would be able to use these forces, and so I don't know. Like I'm assuming we'll get in the book. I'm really hoping that there's some grand kind of gesture in the new Stormcast book about how these dragons are in his army, because the Seraphon incubated them, but they are their own race. They are an intelligent existence. It's not just, hey, we found a bunch of dragon eggs. Here's a bunch of rampaging monsters that you may or may not be able to control. This is a intelligent, cultured race that once held a mighty position in the realms. And so I'm really hoping they make solid reason for or solid explanation as to why this alliance is made, specifically with Sigmar instead of the Seraphon. Like I said, I do enjoy the fact that they did choose that. As much as I would have loved my lizards to get dragons, I think it fits within the way the Seraphon work to uh, coordinate these kind of things. And that's what I hope it is that it is a coordination and not just Lord Croak pops in one day and is like, hey, I got some dragons for you, have fun. Yeah, turn them into murder monsters. I really do hope that it is a coalition of forces and not just oh yeah, we wanted Stormcast to have monsters, so here, have some monsters. They look great. I find it funny that the main dragon on either side, the red one or the blue one, whose names I cannot recall. I'm doing this, of course, long after the article, and I don't know how to look at the articles and do these at the same time yet. So for now, we just have to go with red dragon and the blue dragon. They're the same model. I assume that they're just going to come in one box. I don't know if there's going to be a generic one as well. I'd actually rather prefer that they didn't have a generic version of that. Um, I'd much rather enjoy just the two named characters, and I do like the ability to be able to choose. Um, I don't know. I may paint up, just paint up one in my own scheme, and then just be able to be like, yeah, this time it's this guy, and this time it's this guy. I know they're supposed to be that color, but I don't know. I really like some of the paint schemes that I've done. And I think painting a dragon in blue and gold would be really fun. We'll have to see how that turns out. But yeah, that's the biggest piece of news. Also, once again, so much hope for this next uh, open battletomes. I'm really hoping as things come up that they do like with what they've been doing with the white dwarfs, the apotheosis like sub factions or faction or specific things for like destruction and death and chaos. I really hope they do faction specific, like Anvil of Apotheosis kind of things, and not like big, huge ones. Like I really like the way that they put it in the General's Handbook. How it's just a concise thing of like this is the main things, but then you could do like, okay, well maybe you want one of the Angel Stormcast specifically, or a priest. I don't know, like different weapons and things and abilities is what I'm really looking for. Abilities and keywords to be supported in that kind of narrative fashion. We're going to be doing a Path to Glory campaign, and part of that for we're going to be doing probably starting with a few factions, but all of the members of these Path to Glories, like we'll have our Path to Glory army, And then we'll be having some of the other factions that we bring in being led specifically by heroes from Anvil Apotheosis. I've made a Skaven, several dwarves, and just a lot of them that I really love the modeling side of this. My next step, of course, is to get green stuff and really start working with that and seeing what I can do. Just because I want to do a custom posing and stuff for my Trog boss. I want to do some custom things for my Mega Gargant. Like, I love the fact that they made Mega Gargant Apotheosis, or whatever it is, the hero generator for the Mega Gargants. So many points just in and of themselves, but just being able to be like, all right, yeah, this guy's got 2 like big old honking fists and he's just going to pound you into the dust, and being able to make it so that that's feasible, not just like a big waste of points. Not that it needs to be like competitive, but I like the idea of, these things adding things to the Anvil of Apotheosis and not just being like, oh yeah, and just so that we have everyone, we can have this. So that's one of the things I'm really hoping for the next Battletomes, is that we get some hero generation specific faction kind of keyword and abilities. And again, nothing super strong, just flavorful. I'm looking for flavor. Like when my Stormcast general strides onto the field, I want to be able to be like, yeah, this is my custom Stormcast dude. Or this is my custom whatever it is. I really love that Warhammer, for the most part, is your story. And them specifically supporting that in games that you can play, rather than just being like, this is my Skaven Warlord, but he has these things. For those of you who may have seen my original videos or who may go back in the future, I am going to be continuing the Centurion campaign, which is my Skaven Warlord, who is trying to build up his path to glory, and he may be one of the groups that we play specifically in this Path to Glory campaign. As I get better things, I'm going to be waiting for the playmats to come out from GW, just to get those basic sizes in order to better my table. I've thought of getting playmats multiple times, but it just kind of didn't really fit where I'm at with the channel. Like, it's a step that I want to make, but it's not one I feel like I've needed to make. Like, I didn't have the terrain to put on a nicer table or to put on nicer mats. So that's one of the things that I'm working on, is gathering all kinds of different styles and flavors of terrain. I even have a Christmas village that we will be seeing in its Beast Claw rated glory. But yeah, I really enjoy the things that are upcoming. Also, Kill Team 2.0 sounds a lot of fun. I already have a Thousand Suns kill team. I have enough Adeptus Mechanicus to make a kill team. I've never actually played 40k. My main thing has been Age of Sigmar, just because I prefer the aesthetic. But I really enjoyed the skirmish level combats of Kill Team. And so, being its own rule set, I think I'll probably collect a little bit more Kill Team and maybe put it on the channel. That means I actually have to paint my Thousand Suns, though I have started. So yeah, those are the kind of some of the things that I've been looking forward to. Kind of intrigued as to what the first Chaos Battletome is going to be. Would love for it to be not Khorne, actually, because I'm thinking of doing a Khorne Path to Glory, and I'm okay with using just the generic rules, so that I can keep playing with them and not have to, like, I don't want to feel like I have to wait for the new book to come out, but I don't know. We'll see how it happens. I'm perfectly willing to learn a new book in the middle of a Path to Glory, but we're already waiting for the the Orc Warclans books. That's what Noah is going to be playing for his Path to Glory, and so I'm just going to be working with either Khorne or Skaven. Again, the Centurion is my named character for my Skaven campaign, and he's got his various troops. So I also have a couple Storm Fiends that I need to get painted. Like I have a lot of stuff on my table, which you will probably never see me work on them because while my modeling is okay, my painting is not. Like I follow the one thick coat, 8 foot policy of painting. Of you don't see a ton of detail on the channel. I don't enjoy painting very much. There are some projects that I've really enjoyed, but for the most part, painting's not my jam. And so some of the things, as I've mentioned before, I'll get painted, commissioned. I do plan on commissioning my Mega Gargant and then Be'lakor, who I have enough Slaves to Darkness to play Slaves to Darkness, but I don't have any cohesion of my Slaves to Darkness. Like, I think I have like 40 knights. And that's... Or 20 knights? 30 knights? I don't know. I have a lot of knights, including some very old models. Metal. I have a Metal Chaos Lord on Demonic Mount, who is beautifully painted that I was able to get a while back. Still on a rectangular base. Square bases! Which I don't mind, actually. I actually do have the 8th edition book for Lizardmen, and some square-based Lizardmen still. I just don't have the core book for 8th edition. And I think that would be a lot of fun to learn that. I really enjoy the Warhammer universe, Old World and New World. And then just for channel news to kind of finish up, I do plan on trying to learn how to stream. And again, for those of you who don't know, my channel is a lot of this is so that I can learn and grow and then, hopefully be able to entertain you. So I want to be able to enhance my repertoire within this field. And so I want to be able to learn how to stream and get things set up for that way. Get better software. I do have better software. I have to learn the better software. But so that's things that are going to be upcoming is hopefully that I'm able to stream. My brother may be able to help for that. He's got that. But yeah, other than that, please let me know what you're looking forward to, what you're enjoying. Go ahead and let me know what you think of how things have been going for 3rd edition, how your battletomes are, how much you think it needs to be updated with new rules, or how much you think that, hey, this will be perfectly fine, just port the wording into the new rules. And then some abilities of like tweaking the way command abilities work for specific units. Just being able to use turning some command abilities into just normal abilities. I think that could be interesting. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Please let me know what you think, and I appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Bye.